Yeah, welcome to my channel. So today I've come with another scholarship episode, and it's basically deal with scholarship preferences or types. And I am actually doing this vlog because of a couple of questions I've received from friends and then also people around. Okay, when we talk about scholarship, we basically talking about any offer to someone to undertake an academic work, okay, free of charge. And that is what scholarship is actually about. And with this scholarship, it can be internal or external, okay. So when we talk about internal scholarship, we are talking about scholarship within the institution that you are applying to. So let's say you are going to a particular school, and then the school is giving you funding for the program that you are applying to. This is an internal scholarship, okay, and it can sometimes come from the department that you're applying to, okay. So one has to do a lot of research to know the kind of scholarship available within the institution that he or she is trying to apply to, okay. So you need to read a lot also about the scholarships to know the criteria for winning that scholarship, okay. Then the next part also has to do with the external scholarship. Here, the external scholarship, it's usually from agencies. That is one thing that one is to take note of. It's usually from agencies. It can be from institutions that you are working with. Maybe they are the ones sponsoring you for your program of study, or probably a non-government entity, that's NGO, that basically sponsors candidates for academic work, okay. So in Ghana, per se, we have scholarship secretariat that gives scholarships to students to go and study overseas. That is an external scholarship. It is scholarship outside the school, the institution that you are going, okay. It can also come from your company, the company that you are working with. That is external scholarship. Or probably embassies. Let's say you want to go to United States, okay. United States Embassy in Ghana have scholarship for students. So if you apply to school in US and then you win, and at the end of the day you apply to the scholarship within the embassy in Ghana, and then you win it as well, they are going to sponsor for your tuition cost and then living expenditure too as well in the United States, okay. And then external scholarship itself can also be internal, okay, in a sense that we have special bodies that sponsor certain programs within certain institutions, okay. So it is external though, but it is internal within the organization, the institution that you're applying to, or the school that you want to go. So let's take for instance in this scholarship is really let's say it's rampant in the UK, okay. UK has a lot of bodies sponsoring special programs within most of the institutions in UK, okay. So it is external, but it behaves like internal. So in that case, you have to apply to the school, you gain admission before you'll be considered for that scholarship within the institution, okay. And sometimes too, you need to use the admission letter to apply to the school, to apply for the scholarship within the school, okay. That is how it is. So it's all about research. You have to also do a lot of research, okay. You have to also do a lot of research. Then someone also asked me how can one find scholarships. I more or less like trying to ask about scholarships availability. My answer to that is very simple. It's scholarship is country regimed, okay. It's country regime. Every country has its own scholarship, okay. Most and don't think maybe someone going to United States with scholarship is the same as someone going to Canada with scholarship, okay. It's different ball games together. You need to know the country that you're applying for, and then the kind of requirements for the scholarship. You need to know about that, okay. So let me use let's say Singapore, for instance. Singapore have brilliant scholarships within their institutions. Some of them are internal, and then the others two are external, okay. And then one good thing about Singapore is that their external scholarship or basically are given by the embassies, that the Singapore embassies. Okay, so you need to first gain admission in the institution within Singapore, and then you use it to apply for the scholarship at the embassy. Okay, if you're being considered, you go for an interview. If you are passed, that is it. The embassy will sponsor you for your study in Singapore. That is one thing that I know about Singapore. That is also one particular thing about scholarships. Okay, then the next question is how can one win? That is, how can I win scholarship? That is another question you have to ask yourself. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, my answer to that is very simple. First of all, you need to first meet the criteria. Okay, you need to have all the documents required for the scholarship. Okay, second, you need to get a good motivational statement. Okay, good motivational statement. That is where you would have to explain why you merit that scholarship. Okay, then third, you need to get good test score if it is part of the requirement. Typical example is either GRE or GMAT. Okay, you need to get good test scores if you want to win scholarships. Okay, that's also very important. And then the next one, which is very, very key, is to apply early. That's one thing I would I want to advise all of you to consider. You have to apply early as possible. Okay, you need to know the deadlines, when the scholarship was open and when it will end. Okay, immediately they open it, you need to apply. Okay, you just have to apply. Okay, because most of scholarship are being considered on rolling basis. What it means is that it is first come, first serve. So if let's say you apply early and then you meet the requirement, you'll be considered early. Okay, or you'll be considered first than the person that will apply after you. That is how it is. Okay, so you just have to apply early. So it may happen that someone will apply later and it will be competent enough than you, but because you did apply early, you may be considered than that person. That is how it is. Okay, it doesn't hold always, but I mean it is a perfect strategy that works. Okay, that works. Applying early is very, very important, so take note of that. And then the other part that is very, very key is about research. Okay, it is about research. It's about research. And then being able to or paying attention to requirements. That is very, very key. Okay, it's about research. Okay, a lot of scholarships comes with certain clauses. Okay, a lot of scholarships comes with certain clauses. So if you don't do your research well to know what the scholarship actually entails, what you're supposed to do, and then you rush to apply, you may not be considered. Okay, so you need to do a lot of research about the scholarship. Okay, know everything about it, and then just get to know that if you do apply, you are going to win, because you've done your homework well, you know everything about it, and then you meet all the criteria too. So at the end of the day, if you do apply, you should be considered for it. That is one thing I want to advise all of you to consider. Okay, so basically that is what I have for you today. If you're new here, I would advise you to subscribe to my channel, so anytime I upload a content, you'll be the first person to actually have a feel of what the information I have. And then my audience over here too, I would advise you to kindly like, share, and then comment. Okay, thank you for having time for me. Bye bye. See you on my next vlog.